Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and
Hi, I'm Tala.
And we are going to be talking today about the crystal gems from Steven Universe. So, Tala, who are the crystal gems? There's 3 of them, right?
Yes. Technically, there's four, but we are not talking about Steven.
That's true.
And there's Pearl, Garnet, and Amethyst.
Right. So they have some things that are really in common. So can you tell me a few things just about that is true about all crystal gems?
Yeah. They all have weapons and that they summon from their gems. And actually, there's crystal gems, and then there's normal gems. Crystal gems is different from.
Can you give me some examples? So you're saying that Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl are crystal gems.
Yes.
Can you give me some examples of people who be just gems?
Peridot and Lapis Lazuli, they are normal gems.
So everyone else is a gem, correct? Okay. Can you tell me something that unique about that's true to all crystal gems?
All gems don't sleep or eat, but some do because they want to, such as Amethyst. She sleeps and eats a lot. And they don't really age at all.
What about when they're in battle? Is there anything unique about when they're in battle together?
They summon... Yeah, they summon their weapons out of their gems, and, they resurrect if they get, at 2 damage or, like, reincarnate.
That's extremely powerful. You talked about the weapons. Do you know which weapons are used by which gems? Which crystal gems?
Pearl has a spear, and Garnet has gauntlets, and Amethyst has a whip.
It's really interesting. So Garnet has a melee weapon, and then I would say that Amethyst has a ranged weapon, and then Pearl actually has both a ranged and a melee weapon. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
So, actually, when we're talking about their fighting, I heard that there's something specific that is unique to each one of their fighting styles.
Yeah, so they do different dances. They're influenced by different dances as in their fighting styles. Like Amethyst's is club dancing, and Garnet's is like this form of dancing called whacking, and then Pearl is ballet.
Wow. You studied dance for a while, didn't you?
I did. Mainly ballet and tap.
There you go. So you would be closest to Pearl in what you learned. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about each one of the gems themselves. So with Pearl, was there anything that was just any aspects or attributes that were just for Pearl?
Well, Pearl is ambidextrous, and something creepy that she does is that she watched Steven in her sleep because she's very protective of Steven, and she makes pies but doesn't eat them.
What about Garnet?
Garnet, she's a fusion of ruby and sapphire, and she has a future vision that she can see someone's future, and decisions they would make to avoid that.
You know what? Can you back up? So she's a fusion. What makes her? So why is she a fusion? But then, how is she distinct from Pearl and Amethyst?
She fuses from there's 2 people that she infuses together with, and
now, do you know why? Is that part of her history?
Yes. Like Ruby was they were like the first gems to fuse that weren't the same gem.
Now, did they do that on Earth, or did they do that prior to Earth?
They did that when they were in the home world.
Oh, now, Pearl and Amethyst, Were they both from the homeworld?
Pearl is. Amethyst was made on Earth in
So
the kindergarten.
Pearl and Garnet are both from the homeworld, and then Amethyst was actually made in the kindergarten, correct?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you talk about any things that are really unique to just Amethyst?
Amethyst is very sloppy and has many insecurity issues. And one thing is she used to have short hair before she met Greg, and she really liked his long hair, so she grew her hair. She actually made her hair grow long.
It's true. So both you and I have been watching the show for quite a while, and we're really big fans. So one of the things that I really like about the Crystal Gems, just an attribute of the Crystal Gems that I think is really special about them, is they all really love Steven. And they're incredibly protective of Steven, but they all do it in a different way. So I feel like Pearl relates to Steven almost like a mother, and she cares for him in a really motherly way. But then when I think about Amethyst, she thinks of him as a friend or maybe even a brother, you know. And when I see her interact with him, it's almost like in a play style, you know. And then Garnet, oh, that's a great question. I think Garnet really would never let anyone harm Steven, but I don't know if she really is desirous of Steven's time or attention. She's so independent that I don't like her relationship with him. With Steven is really different than Pearl or Amethyst's. So that's one thing that I think is really unique, or that I really that was special to me in the show. What about you?
One of the things I thought was very cool was that they were very different. I really like the difference in how they interacted just in people in general. Like Amethyst, and especially Garnet and Pearl would not communicate with other people, but Amethyst would hang out with them sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. And the other thing is, we're going to talk about this more in depth, but we talked about it a little bit, but they really are alien. They're really different, and so and Steven is more connected to the Earth. But they're really unique, and I think both you and I just continue to really enjoy the show. It's something really unique on television, and it's both special to both of us. Thank you, everyone.